Hallo zusammen,
Reassure me, we aren't
zurück
going to have to
bei
force
The
that one, are we?
Council.
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving.
One last thing before you go. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them, though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us.
And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6466.
So, das habe ich mir mal kurz notiert hier. Wenn wir die nächste Lektüre lesen. Okay, das sind die Sachen, die wir finden sollen da.
What on earth is that? A disc with information engraved in the metal? An iris that should open, I imagine, and blood.
Mother? The dried blood. There.
Yes, it's mine. Sorry if I stained everything, but I must admit that at the time my thoughts were more on the pain than cleaning up after myself.
Da hat die ihre Hand drin gesteckt.
There are Roman numerals, Arab numbers, and town names.
Go on. I'm listening. What do you think?
Wir machen das ein andermal. Weil wir ein paar mehr Punkte haben hier. So, wo sollen wir das jetzt alles finden? Das können wir nicht nehmen. Wir haben einen Schlüssel gefunden, okay.
famous cross of Clement III. Perfect. And one key found.
So, das Kreuz haben wir.
Tell me, Mother, you wouldn't know anything that might save me some time, would you?
That's where you'll have to put the Clement III cross. You insert the cross into the slot, and it will open the iris. But don't do it straight away. Start by gathering everything together, because you've seen what happens when you try to go too fast. You ought to go, Louis. If someone finds us here, the situation might well become seriously complicated.
Okay. Ja, da liegt noch was. Münze.
A drachma.
Soll ich jetzt hier irgendwie rausgehen und noch weiter suchen, oder? Von da bin ich gekommen. Hier geht's, glaube ich, hoch wieder. Die Bibel war ja auf dem Dachboden. Das muss ich nur wieder herausfinden. Wow. Mal dieses Labyrinth. Komm, spring doch einfach drüber. Hier liegt was. Menno! Dieses blöde Labyrinth. Nein! Wo ist der? Ja, jetzt sind wir wieder dort. Da wollte ich doch gar nicht hin. So, darf ich jetzt? Ja.
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Amber crystals.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Ich glaube, den Schlüssel hatten wir noch nicht. Können es knacken.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
So, jetzt haben wir es mal hier wieder ein bisschen aufgefüllt.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Ich überlege gerade, wie wir auf diesen Dachboden gekommen sind. Ah ja, genau, wir müssen hier in das Büro. Die Bibel war woanders, aber...
Right. This time, it'll be a lot quicker. If I remember rightly, the code was 1191.
One. 9, 1.
Of course. Mortimer's interested in black mat feathers. Pigeons, probably. A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Okay, sie wollte ja, dass wir hier hingehen, aber...
A Van Leeuwenhoek microscope? The most sophisticated microscope there is. When I think of the difficulty the Order had in getting hold of one of these... Who could Mortimer have locked in there?
Wir sollten hier den ganzen Kram suchen, richtig? Da sind die Nägel.
There. Those are the nails I was looking for. I noticed they were old and rusty, but I hadn't noticed these traces of... Could that be blood? Is it really the relic of the Holy Cross? I can hardly believe it.
So, jetzt brauchen wir noch die Bibel und eine Armillarsphäre und die Exegese. Oh Gott.
looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton. What on earth could that be? A hand of tarot cards. The Emperor, a symbol of power and stability. Temperance, which expresses a reward. And the Chariot, now that evokes triumph. If this hand is anything to go by, Mortimer's destiny promises to be glorious.
Okay. Ach, na klar, wir hatten nur noch diesen Geheimraum, den wir da mit der Emily.
All right, come on, let's get out of here. 6466, if I remember correctly.
Also wir müssen diesen Medusa-Raum wieder finden. Wer sitzt denn hier? Julian. Oder? Moment. Mit.
Ah, Dorische. Nice try with George Washington. You are still a little raw to be able to manipulate an old wolf like him, but what could be expected? So don't blame yourself.
You think you could have handled it?
Certainly.
What can I do for you?
I'm dreaming. My mother was right. He's not going to tell me one word about what happened to Emily.
To tell you the truth, I'm in search of an armillary sphere. You wouldn't know where I can find it, would you?
Well, well. So you too have a passion for astronomy.
Ja.
Von
Ja.
Wollner has already bored me quite enough with all of his endless stories. You ought to concentrate, Louis. Politics is an art that requires all one's attention. Refrain from spreading yourself too thin, and leave stargazing to the poets.
What can I say? I'm only...
Ask Wollner. I am sure he must have it among his effects.
Perfect.
Thank you, my Lord Duke.
Leave me now.
See you later.
Okay. Dann Wollner. So die Frage, wo der ist. Suchen wir jetzt mal noch diesen Raum weiter. Dann dieser Medusa-Raum. Nee. Das war falsch. Ich glaube, der war auf der anderen Seite. Da kommt jetzt hier ein Ladescreen. Ja, hier sind... Nee, das ist wieder dieser... Nehmen wir es mal Essen, Speisesaal. Aber wo war denn jetzt dieses Porträtzimmer? Also dieses Zimmer mit der Medusa. Dieses Zimmer mit den vielen Gemälden. Hier haben wir wieder die Bibliothek.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Ah, da ist er doch.
Right. Let's see if the statues are in place yet.
Okay, also schauen wir mal uns die Dinge an. Wo ist sie denn? Medusa. Die sollte zum Helden gucken. Mit dem...
That statue is not positioned correctly.
Genau, mit dem Schild.
Open sesame.
So,
So that's Pandora's box? An urn? Mother seemed worried that I was able to open it. I wonder why.
ich würde sagen,
So
wir haben
that's
jetzt
the exegesis of Judas. I hope Mortimer doesn't read it very often. Otherwise, he's going to notice that someone's stolen it. But that's just too bad. I need it.
So, die haben wir.
Right. I've got what I need. Now let's not waste any more time.
Dann gehen wir jetzt hoch.
Right. It's definitely an armillary sphere, but I have to find one that I can take with me. Otherwise, I risk drawing too much attention to my comings and goings. Now, where can I find a smaller one?
Weggesagt, Warners Zimmer. Das heißt, wir müssen hochgehen. Wo sind wir jetzt hier? Ah, wie praktisch.
Monsieur
Ja,
Johann
das
van Wunder.
So. Es ist nur die Frage, wie sieht das Ding? Also das Ding haben wir ja gerade gesehen, aber wo ist es? Das haben wir schon ausgeräumt. Das haben wir schon durchsucht. Haben wir eine Münze gefunden? Ist nicht das, was wir brauchen. Ah, das ist eins.
An armillary sphere. Perfect. That will save me some time. I only hope that he isn't going to realize it right away.
Jetzt müssen wir dieses Turmzimmer gehen. Nicht. Wie kamen wir da hin? Das war jetzt, glaube ich, der Raum.
Ah, Louis. Glad you're here.
Was tun hier?
Blasted. He's gonna talk about my mother.
Come and see what I've found. There are pieces of paper in the ashes of the chimney. Someone's been burning something here.
Incredible. He doesn't seem to want to speak to me about what happened between my mother and the Hillsborough sisters.
Show me a little.
Look, it's possible to distinguish two different writing styles.
The rest of the correspondence between my mother and Emma.
Someone tried to burn an exchange of messages. I'm certain there must be more.
Shit. What on earth is he doing?
If you want my opinion, a servant must have burnt some old papers. That's all.
Why, of course.
You very nearly made me think that you were trying to hide something, Louis. No, I'm sure there must be other hidden messages.
He won't let go. He's going to work his way back to the Bible if he continues.
Okay, Leute, die Bibel suchen wir beim nächsten Mal. Für heute war es das. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis bald. Tschüssi.